This is Sandy Carter, and I'm back today with a Project Life how-to video. This is just my personal way of Project Lifestyle, and I wanted to show you guys just a little bit of what I use. I like to pull from different core kits and paper. I like to make mine custom to the way I like it. Those cards were from Kiwi, and the papers were an assortment from the Summertime collection by American Crafts. Oh Boy, I believe that one was by Cartabella, and also some We Are Memory Keepers, and I even used some of the Boy mini kit from Project Life. So I did use quite a few different things in this page. I really actually like the way this turned out because I like to make it more playful, and I tend to use colors that match the color that my little son's wearing or anybody in the pictures are wearing. So here we are here. I have a 4x6 card from the Boy kit, and I'm adhering the piece of brown polka dot paper from the My Mind's Eye paper pad. I can't remember the exact name of that. It was probably something that had to do with Boy. But these little pieces that I'm using, they're an assortment of just random pieces. I just recently split all my ephemera and embellishments up by color. And I did that so I can use it easily when I'm doing pages and Project Life. And I really like the way it works. I just put them in baggies, and now I just grab from them when I want to use different colors. So sometimes I end up with like little random strips of paper, like that chevron piece in green. So what I do is I will just trim it up, and I'll throw it in the embellishment bag for the color, because it works great for these type of little tags on my Project Life. And I also recently split up all my enamel dots and my little enamel shapes. I cut them all up individually, and I put them in those little plastic tins that you see off to the side. I actually like that as well because I find I'm using it more and I'm not just hoarding them like I usually do. So I did get a lot of them on sale. They were Teresa Collins, and they were on sale for the Joann's 50% off, and then I got the extra 25% off. So for me, it was just such an awesome deal. I couldn't pass it. I got like every color. But here's my little guy again. He's been really working on his crawling lately, and he's the cutest little thing because he's also teething. So he's got his two little teeth coming in at the bottom, and I swear he's almost like he's bipolar. He's fussy, then he's happy, and he's laughing, and then he starts making weird noises. I actually really enjoy this because it's quite entertaining. Not always, but it's really fun to watch when you see him grow. So the reason why I did this little card that says learn every day is because basically with him, everything's new. Everything is so brand new that he is just learning everything, and I love it. I love hearing him make new noises, and I love hearing him like squeal and squawk. It's just the funniest little thing. So here I am with just a random scrap piece. That was Echo Park paper, and that one was designed by Lori Whitlock. I like that paper collection. I believe it is called, let's see, it's called All About a Boy, and it has the coolest little sticker sheet that comes with the Echo Park set. So it works really great for Project Life. It comes with 2 sticker sheets. And I've used it a lot with my boy layouts. And then I took a random little cut apart that I had from a Scraptastic kit, and I just chopped it off on the edge so you could see it peeking out. And that star is by Oh Darlin', the Dear Lizzie collection. And that was their chipboard pieces. So now I'm just adding in the dashed lines, and then I add a couple enamel dots. Well, I call them enamel dots, but they're actually like random shapes and stuff. So sorry if I sound goofy when I say a dot. It's not. But I love my dash lines. I've always been a fan of that. Thanks to Christina Werner. She got me hooked years ago. So here I am just trimming them off the Everyday. That was actually a sticker from another Echo Park paper pack that comes with a sticker sheet. In hindsight, I wish I would have used the yellow chevron piece. It would have pointed at the image better because of the orange background, but it's okay. Here is a picture of Julian. We were at a Chinese restaurant, and my husband and I had just ordered, and he was grabbing on everything. And his new thing lately is to grab on the visor of his car seat, pull it down, and start chewing on it. So he literally gets to anything he can reach, and he'll start chewing on it. It's cute, but at the same time, you're like, oh, no, don't get into that. I love it. But I just took a card from a We Are Memory Keeper party. It's like happy birthday pack that I got. And then I mounted the photo on it, and I basically made the photo mat for it. So that's what I like to use a lot of my cards for, just random ones, because you can actually get the most out of those card packs. Don't ever be afraid to cut up your cards. And then the around here, that's from a Scraptastic kit, and that cute little Boys Will Be Boys, that is from the same Lori Whitlock Echo Park pack sticker sheet. So if you ever want to get more bang for your buck and you have a lot of Project Life cards, I would recommend going on something like Joann.com or whatever your local store is and picking up sticker sheets that have cute little embellishments and stuff on it. If you just pair that up with a lot of your different Project Life cards, you'll find that they match great. And then it makes your Project Life cards a lot more interesting. They have more dimension, and you also can make them look more designed. I personally think that's awesome. I almost did that on the Joann sale. I almost went online and bought like 30 of those different random sheets of stickers and letters and stuff, but I didn't have the money for it, so I never checked out my cart. I'm probably not the only one that does that. I add tons of stuff to my Joann cart, and then I never actually buy it. But I love this little shirt. I'm so glad he still fits it. It's the Monsters Inc. Is it Mike? Is his name Mike? I can't remember. I haven't watched that movie forever, but I love it. He looks so cute in it. And of course, it photographs well, bright colors. I find myself trying to dress him up in colors that I know are going to look cute with my scrapbook paper, which is terrible, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. But I was about to use some of those stickers, but I didn't have the right letters. So I pulled that one from Oh Boy collection, that little My Guy sticker. It's very similar to the Lori Whitlock one, but it has more like gears and just cute little boy type stuff. And that's one of those Heidi Swap frames. If you're seeing the camera down below, you could see that I'm using my little put together packet for my Project Life on the Go. I was supposed to go to a retreat this week, but my poor hubby had to work all week. They didn't let him go, so I was totally bummed. I had my hopes up and everything. I even made some on-the-go Project Life kits, and I didn't get to go, so bummer with that, but there'll be another one soon, hopefully. But here I am just trying to figure out what else I want to put on here, because I wanted to embellish it a little bit more. And I found an old, I have a bunch of these little strips that have sayings on it. That one's from Heidi Swap. You're seeing me cut right now. I don't end up using it, but that little My Little Sweetie Pie, that was from a K& Company kit that had a bunch of just different embellishments. So I really like those. I actually liked all the sayings that it had in there. So I'm going to go ahead and use those on a lot of my Project Life because it's nice and small. I just wanted to add a little detail, so I just outlined the I love. And then this picture, it's very overexposed. I wasn't planning on taking this necessarily, but he went for the table and I snapped the photo, so he just looks like a big bald baby. It's kind of cute though, I love it. He has been, like I said, teething, so he's like, we were at the restaurant and he was sitting on my husband's lap and he was grabbing at the table and he just leaned right in and started chewing. My husband had to pull him away, but it was so funny. Oh man, I was laughing at it. I was like, my little cannibal baby. It's just a goof. But I like it. I think this is like one of the coolest things about, being a mom and seeing your baby grow. I feel like I'm very lucky to be able to be home with him, because that was my biggest thing. I didn't want to have kids if I knew that I wasn't going to be able to see them grow, because it breaks my heart to know that someone else would see my little guy crawl for the first time or say his first word. So it was really cool to know that I'm able to be home with him. I mean, it's not indefinite, but just for right now, I'm glad I'm able to be here while he's growing so much, so I could see all his little firsts. Now it says, what is a day without a little mischief? That was a sticker that had a nice little frilly embellishment or bracket type thing on the top and bottom. So I just trimmed that off and added it to my little cut apart sticker. Actually, it wasn't a sticker, it was just a cut apart. But I had added it to it so I can go ahead and make a message where that journaling spot was, because I didn't want to write anything out. Now I like to do this with my white gel pen. I purposely don't draw the lines straight or on top of each other. So if you're wondering why it's so crooked and messy looking, that's the way I wanted it to look. And I love this black pen. It's just by Zig. It's a permanent pen, but I use it a lot because it's a nice fine tip. And I actually got it years ago at a stash bash, like where someone sells their old scrapbook supplies. I didn't even realize they had it, and I was digging through some old pens and I saw it. So I've used that one more than any other pen well, I wouldn't say that. I've used it more than most of my journaling pens, so. But this design sleeve is Design G. This is my new favorite. I've actually made quite a few pages with Design G lately. I need to figure out if I could just buy just this design. It's shorter than a 12 by 12, but the thing I love about it is it creates interest because the pictures can go horizontal and vertical on the same page for 4 by 6 as well as the two 3 by 4s. And I think that actually makes for a really exciting page. It's just easier to look at. So if you want to play with it, and sometimes maybe you don't have a lot of pictures for the week, like this is all on one day, even though this is like for one of my weeks, this is all on one day. So it's nice to have a design style where you're not feeling like you have to fill it with so many different pictures. And I get kind of bored of the traditional style as well. So, of course, I can't leave out the dash lines. My husband's probably going to be upset that I use this picture. It's not the best picture of him. He actually was almost blinking in the picture. But it was the only clear one that was like crisp color. All the other pictures I took of him and the baby when we were at the restaurant, they were all really, they were like blurry, and the baby kept moving so much that I couldn't catch it. I was just using my little, my small little point and shoot camera. It wasn't my fancy or anything. So, it's all good. Hopefully he doesn't mind. It's just for a family album. And it's on YouTube. I'd probably be mad if he posted an ugly picture of me too, but I don't think it's ugly. It's just he looks almost like he's like sleepy. So I took a card and I trimmed off the stars because I liked the way the stars looked, and I made like cute little banner pieces to go on top and bottom, because my whole intention of this card was to actually make an overlay that is actually going to go with one of the clear waterfall insert things. You can actually get those from, I want to say it was from Simple Stories or Snap. Same thing. But yeah, that's actually something I got for my December daily. And then what I've been doing is I've been just using them in my project life. So I wanted to have journaling on this page because I really didn't journal much. So what I did was I had taken this little clear sleeve, I embellished this little photo a little bit, and then I backed it with a journaling spot so I can go ahead and journal in a message of what that day was about and what we've been experiencing with him growing and his teeth coming in. So if you see here, I went and grabbed a Heidi Swap, just a random Heidi Swap 4x6 journaling card, and I glued it down to the back of that. Now, if you're doing a flap like this, just be sure that you're paying attention, because I messed up the first time. Everything looks great, the journaling, everything fit in there nice, but what problem I ran into was that the actual, when it flips up, when I journaled it, I didn't take that into consideration, so everything was written upside down. So pay attention to the way that your journal is written. So if you'll notice here, I even looked at it, I was like, oh, okay, up. I flipped it up, and then I didn't realize I should have turned it again to do my journaling, but whatever, I redid it and turned out just fine. Now I can't wait to get the fuse tool, because when I get the fuse tool, I will be able to create these little flaps and stuff, and I can even fuse down where I want my photos to stay, because I think it's kind of annoying having to use adhesive and see the adhesive through the back, so I can't wait to do that. And this is just another card from the boy kit, and some Teresa Collins stars, and then I got just a couple stickers that said Busy Boy. Now I'm lining it up with the other picture because I want it to be hidden underneath. So that's like the way that you're going to do your clear flap, if you want it to be clear, is to make sure that the image is directly underneath the other one that you're flapping on top of it. So I just add a little bit of adhesive so it can stick inside the card. And then this is something that's great to use your confetti with. Confetti. It's not confetti, it's sequins. I have a ton of sequins, but I hardly use it. So what I do is I try to use it in my project life. It just adds a little interest and some sparkle. So then I just stuck this down. I wish I had the fuse tool, because when I was flapping it, some of the little sequins were falling out. So now I want to go ahead and give you guys a close-up of everything that I did. These are the individual photos of each page or each picture. So that's kind of going a little bit quick, but that's just a quick skim through. So those are the close-up. Sorry about the quality's not so well. I took it on my phone. I didn't have my other camera in hand. So I really like how this one turned out. I hope you guys are inspired to do something different with your project life. And if you guys like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and join me on Instagram at Carter Sands. I'll put a link in the description below. But sorry taking me so long to get my project life out, but I will try to post as much as I can as the pictures come in. So have a good day and thanks for joining me. Bye.